Well, hello guys, welcome to episode 27 of the Gone for Burton Save. I'm the Custard Prophet. Now, first of all, I want to start with a bit of an apology. You'll probably have noticed, or perhaps if you check when everything was uploaded, you'll notice that there's been a couple of gaps. That is not because I'm getting bored of the save, far from it. I was, as I mentioned in a previous video, I was away for a few days in Liverpool. I did get ahead of myself. I managed to get a couple of videos scheduled to be uploaded whilst I was away, but I did miss one day. And I was supposed to come back on the Friday and have the evening to record Saturday's episode, but annoyingly my plane was cancelled back down from Liverpool, and so after much delays I had to take a coach down from Liverpool to the deepest, darkest southwest of England, which meant I was about 6 hours after I was due in when I actually arrived, which was a little bit annoying, but I got in and here I am. So it has meant that the Saturday's upload was also missing, but today you will have something. So this will be going up on Sunday, 4 o'clock. Let's have a little look how we have been. Actually, no. Let's have a look at the finances, because it's been a little while since we've checked in on this. So I can't remember when the last time we checked in on it, but being in the Championship certainly helps because you get a load of money. As you can see, the wage budget currently is £123,000, and we're under this by about £10,000 a week. So that's pretty good. I still think that we're losing money as we go every week. So we probably need to do a little bit better there, but you do. As long as you stay in the Championship, you get that big chunk of money every year. And we've got a decent amount of transfer budget to play around with as well. So come the January transfer window, if we're looking, really good or really bad, we might be able to bring in a new player or two, and that's probably something that we are going to have to do. So if you remember last time, we had a little situation in that most of the players who weren't playing were getting a bit pissed off with not playing. So Stephen Quinn wants to leave, Raul Garcia wants to leave, Corey Evans wants to leave, Charlie Colkett wants to leave, Crispy Crespi wants to leave, because I've got a really, really settled side. And I think what I'm going to have to do is just let them go. So we have already had a transfer accepted from for Charlie Colkett. As you can see here, he is going to be leaving for £450,000, which I think is a really good deal for him, someone we haven't really played an awful lot. And we're looking to offload Stephen Quinn, unfortunately. Corey Evans, Crispy Crespi, who has asked to sort of find another club, which is fine. So because we do need another defender, and probably sooner rather than later, we have gone out and bought in a free transfer. This guy here, he's not particularly valued an awful lot. So he's a 22-year-old Scotsman. As you can see, he's only 2.5 star, potential ability 3 and a bit stars, but you can see he's a decent all-round player. But what was most attracted him to me was when you compare him. Oh, here you go, because I've already done this. When you compare him to Crispy Crespi, he's pretty much better at everything, apart from defending, which is fairly key for a defender, you'd think, but absolutely everything else. He's more physical, he's faster, he's better at attacking, which is great. He's a little bit better aerially, a little bit better mentally and technically. So I think overall this is a decent player to get in as a replacement for Crispy Crespi, as sad as it is to lose him. So let's have a little look how we've been doing in the league. If you can remember, we seemed to kind of fall off a cliff when we came to these Leeds games. So we played Middlesbrough and Huddersfield, who were doing really well, and then just kind of, we just lost 3 games on the trot, culminating in that game against Wolves that you saw last time, not scoring a goal, conceding lots of goals. And we played the very next game against Bolton, who aren't particularly brilliant. We didn't have an awful lot of chances, they didn't have an awful lot of chances, but they still scored the chances that they had. So I was a little bit worried about this. So then we went to Bournemouth, who were doing okay in the league, sort of mid-table, and I still went out with the same formation. It was the same sort of story. It was a very, very even game, 0-0 all the way, but probably Bournemouth had the better of the game. And I just tweaked it a little bit. So rather than having a right attacking midfielder, I brought the right attacking midfielder more centrally, pushed the central attacking midfielder up top. So we had two up top and sort of an asymmetric formation. And then put the right wing back on attack for the last 10 minutes or so, and we scored a goal and had 3 or 4 more chances, so I thought that's pretty good. We used the same tactic against Reading, and although we lost 2-0, we played really well and had more chances than them, which was fantastic. And then we played the same tactic against QPR, and we won quite easily against QPR, played well. And then I thought, okay, we're playing Brentford, who are pretty much top of the league. Let's go back to the previous tactic. Now we've kind of beefed up our morale and all those sort of things, and people were generally a little bit happy, and I think that was a big part of why we were losing. And then we went and did this. 4-0 against top of the league Brentford was a ridiculous thing to do. 2 goals for Sordell, Jamie Allen got a goal, and Obafemi. And then went home against Derby. They were second in the league. It was a really even game, played excellently, and just didn't score. I was pleased with the performance. So today we've got 2 home games actually, didn't realise that, against Aston Villa, who are 8th, and Swansea, who are 20th. So let's see how we do. So first game, we are going with this formation. David Mailer is in the defensive midfielder position, but everyone else is the same. So that is Sordell up front, Sims, Fraser, Fernandez as attacking midfielders, Allen and Mailer in midfield, De Silva, Wallace, McFadzean and Butson, and then Andy Roddick in defence, in goal. Right, let's go and kick some arse. So we've got yes, we've got George Johnson. We give him number 25. That seems an appropriate number. So he didn't get a game last time, and again he is only there as a backup. He knows that. We've told him that. So let us. It'll be interesting to see how he does, because we've been playing Corey Evans as the centre back in the last few games, and I don't really want to do that much more. So we've got the option to go to the, although I haven't actually saved that version, but we have the option to go back to that if things are going badly. I hope that we can start to forge a little bit more of a consistent challenge. So, Marvin Sordell, it Sims. Oh, that was beautifully done. What a bit of play from Josh Sims. He beat 2 challenges he had no right to beat, and then scored at the near post. So you watch this, Fraser gets it, Sordell tries desperately to control, bad ball in there, so Colney gets through, another one from that defender there, who name I missed, Colney, and into the back of the net. Great play, Josh Sims. He has been very, very good actually, to some degree better than Fernandez. So good start, but we're not dominating this. Let's give him a shout. Get creative, guys. Ooh, highlight alert. Beep, 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 beep. What's that? There's a highlight coming, sir. There's a highlight coming. Okay, let's watch it. Right, McFadzean. Nicely done. Mailer down to Allen. Into McFadzean. He's going over the top. And this is a common ball we keep sort of playing. Sordell is lethal over the top. But yeah, what are we going to do? No, they've done it to us. Hepburn, Murphy. Oh, that's pretty rubbish. Andy Roddick saves easily. Yeah, that ball over the top from the defence. Considering we have such good possession, we play it quite irregularly. I'm not quite sure, how we continually get possession. Right, we're going to praise them. I think 1-0. I'm happy with that. 7 shots and 3. I didn't even notice that. Right, come on, guys. Free kick, Alan. Into McFadden, just over. I mean, he is one of the guys who gives us height, and he's been good. I mean, considering both of the central defenders are flagged up as 3 stars, they've done okay. Fraser free kick this time on the other side. Was that a penalty? It's a penalty, you know. Who's going to take it? Number 15. You should know who that is. It's David Mailer. Oh, look at that. Keeper had already dived. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff from Mr. David Mailer. Does him with the eyes. Well, the keeper had gone miles early there. Jeez. God. 2-0 then. So, half time. We all look very pleased with ourselves. You'll notice we've got Callum Hawkins on the bench again. This is again because we haven't got Brayford in the team and we need one player who is trained at the club, and we don't have that. So let's get creative because it's standard stuff. Yep, here we go. Although they're starting to get a bit pressured by it. Maybe I need to change my tune. I do want to bring on Johnston, see what he's like. I think it's quite interesting also that, considering what a key person Obafemi was last season, he's done very, very little this season. He's been a much more peripheral character, as has Lucas, which is a shame. But well, there's no real need to make a change, I don't think. Let's put Barley's on because he is. I mean, he's a good player. I do need to keep him getting games. I think he's been a very good signing for us. But having Fraser there as well is it's a blessing. And probably a curse as well, because it's going to piss them off if they both can't play. Hepburn Murphy has somehow not scored. I mean, he's been the key man for them. Well, they've got Wes Morgan at the back. James Chester. I mean, that sounds quite a fairly old centre of defence, really. I mean, you'd think they'd be particularly... Oh, dear. De Silva. You'd think they would be susceptible to pace over the top, but we haven't really seen that. Oh, nice finish there, Hepburn Murphy. So... Let's go back to balanced. Come to concentrate. We don't want to do anything silly here. Oh, it's a corner to them. Well, Fernandez has the ball. He's not going to run all the way, is he? Lovely ball. It's Mr. Barlaser. I mean, he should have scored first time, but he's got it with the second one. Very nicely done. Right, so I think we need to make another change. I think we'll bring on the man himself, Mr. Johnston. Get his first game for the club. And yeah, we'll chuck on Stephen Quinn. Just because I think I should. Waste a bit of time, and despite him being annoyed and stuff, I do like him a lot. Okay, we've got a corner. This looks like a real highlight. Oh, Sordell. You feel he could have done better there. I mean, it's been a chance-laden game here, this has. Kelly Barble. Ooh. Oh, there's still a chance, you know. 3-2. We're going cautious. I mean, if we lose this would be annoying. Adoma plays the ball in. Adoma has got it again. He's got the ball in. It's out to Barlaser. Is it going to be picked up by Sordell? It is. Lays it off, and that's it. Very, very nice. Well, It's 3-2. It was closer than I wanted it to be. They scored 2 late goals, just the one for us. But a 3-2 win overall, that is fantastic. Never an easy team to play against, Villa. Well, hand it over to the assistant. Okay, so let's see where that puts us in the league. Makes his professional debut, really? Oh yeah, he's an ex-Liverpool player, never played a game of football before. Great. Yeah, championship-wise, the sort of slightly inconsistent form we're having has meant we've kind of slipped down a bit, but it's really close here. As you can see, Brentford is still top, Middlesbrough is still doing well, has a derby. So, okay, so next up we have, who we got? Swansea at home. See you then. They're 16th in the league. Maybe we'll try the other formation for that. Well, okay guys, we are back. So this is the team we're going with, which is a subtly different formation. It's kind of what I was talking about earlier, although we've kind of gone the other side, mainly because we've just had an injury to Josh Sims. He's only out for a few days, but he can't play today, so we're having Fernandes as the wide player, Barlaser as the attacking midfielder, and we're bringing in Akins as the second striker. Stevie Quinn's also injured, so onto the bench comes Colquitt and McAnuff. This is probably going to be terrible, but we'll see what happens. Ideally, probably Lucas, probably Obafemi was the better player to bring in here, but I'm trying to keep Lucas happy, failing miserably. I can see him leaving fairly soon as well. Well, the problem is he's not really good enough for where we are now, and I don't like that, but it's the truth. So can we push Swansea into making some mistakes? Laser's got it. Alan out to Lucas now. He's on his right side. The Silva's got it. Back to Akins. Ooh, nice shot. Tests the goalkeeper. Steck. Well, I mean, yeah, Andy Roddick, that was suspect goalkeeping at best, I think. Flaps at it. Come on. That's not good enough. That was a poor bit of goalkeeping. I know what you're probably saying, why change the tactic? Well, I'm hoping that this tactic makes us slightly better against the poorer teams. As you can see, this may not be correct, this thought process, as we're not really creating anything. It's 2 shots all, and we may be quickly moving back to a similar formation to what we had before. Not really happy with the way we're playing, but Aiken's got the ball into Sordell. Barlaser. It would be stunning to get a result of this. Alan. Barlaser. He's got a shot on him. Ooh, he's over the top. That was a chance. That was a chance. Right. Looks like the chance is coming the other way now. No, it's... Ooh, what's going to happen? Olsen has it for the Swans. I mean, we beat them 5-0 if you remember in the first game, so yeah, I'd like to maybe not lose the second game. Andy Roddick passed it in at the back. McFadzean, you know, it's that ball over the top. It's the one to Sordell. It's a lovely bit of play. We've had a lot of those really good challenges. It's quite good to see actually, because I don't remember that on the old, I was going to say old Championship Manager, the old versions of Football Manager. You seem to see a lot more last-ditch tackles, the defenders doing well rather than the defenders doing badly in this game, which is, you know, it's a good thing to see, because all you ever seemed to see was mistakes from the defence or maybe a headed goal, unless you watch it on extended or something. Oh, Sordell, he shouldn't be missing that. 2 clear-cut chances. I mean, we've created some good chances, but haven't converted. It should be 1-1, really. It should be 1-1. Here, right then. What are we going to do? I'll hand over to the assistant. We'll just start as we are, because we are creating some chances. And we'll maybe make some changes as we go. I keep doing that. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why I keep doing that. Right, we are going to change it back to something that makes some sense. So, Barlow's just coming on. Oh, actually, go away. We're going to go with. They'll both play a lot better as inside forwards. I think what we might do initially. No, inside forward on support is what we want. We've got the 2 wing backs attacking. I think we may play Lucas. Initially we'll try that. Pressing forward. No, not an attack, on support. Pressing forward on support. And maybe change them to Fraser if this doesn't make any difference. Nothing at all. Right, we'll bring him back there. Sordell's up top. Scotty Fraser's in there. So what can we do here? We have got a very high line. Right, we'll go with that. Marv is particularly good, although with such a high line of engagement it's kind of hard to get it over the top, but we'll see how that works. Try and get a few balls over the top onto Marv. Right, well that's not working. Shall we bring on Aaron McEnough? I don't think he's played a game so far. Obafemi's coming on as well. Screw it all. We've got a chance. Oh, wow! Another stunning chance. We should have. Oh, that was close. Very, very close. Right, corner in from Alan. Well, is that going to count? Is that going to count? Disallowed. I don't know why it was, but it sort of had that feel about it. I feel it's not our day, really. Not our day. Yeah, I think this is it. Again, we played well. Probably deserved it. But an early goal from Swansea was all it took. Marvin Sordell, again, the problem we are having is that he just doesn't take chances. Butson's injured for 1 to 2 days. That's not too bad. Lucas is not scoring. It's inconsistent at the minute, but we still have a decent position in the league. I mean, we're coming towards Christmas, so January's coming up, and we're still in the playoff zone. 41 points. I mean, it's looking great. I mean, we certainly don't look in any worry about being down in the bottom here. Look at our players in the average ratings. Fernandez and Wallace doing great. Andy Roddick's up there with the most clean sheets. I mean, it's fantastic. I think we have had a spectacular season, and I think if we can improve, I don't think we're going to stay in this position, but I think if we can maybe improve a little bit in January, we're going to sort of move some of the unhappies out, bring some in who are slightly better. We've got a bit of money to play with, but we'll look at free transfers and things like that. You know, if we can do that, and maybe in summer just upgrade a few of the players, particularly at centre-back, I think. I think we're going to be even more competitive. And the tactic seems to work quite nicely. We're creating chances. We're a bit inconsistent with scoring goals. It'd be good to get a proper goal scorer up there. I think we'll probably have to rely on loan to get somebody of real quality, but we will see. We will see. I'm fairly confident that we should start to more and more threaten this sort of top part of the table rather than the bottom half of the table. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for coming along. Oh, so we'll probably come back. I'm not going to do the commentary game. We'll probably come back sort of January sometime, talk through some of the transfers, maybe the end of January, talk through some of the transfers, see where we are. Hopefully I can sort of make this a little more consistent, might tweak the tactic further. I'm not sure about going back to that sort of asymmetric thing. Didn't seem to do quite what I wanted it to do. So if you enjoyed it, please subscribe, please like the video, and drop a comment down below. Let me know what you would be doing with this team. How would you be dealing with the consistency issues? See you next time then. Bye bye.